This is how you can use systems and proven psychological data to then fix your trading psychology. This is how you fix and remove over trading, over leveraging, over risking, and just blowing up accounts for absolutely no reason. Okay? So let's get on the charts here, and I'm going to just talk to y'all for a little bit. So before I go into the trade recap from today, I ended up taking no trades today. But let me just mark out 9:30 just to get us started here. I mark out 9:30 because that's AM open, and then I mark out 9:50 because that's a macro time. Okay, those are two macros, right? I like trading after. I don't enter a trade before 9:45 or like 9:40. Before that, I'm not going to enter. After 9:40, I'm willing to then find an entry. But let's break this down real quick. Like trading psychology, right? The mental aspects of trading. The three biggest things that people do is blow accounts, right? They blow up accounts. They spend 1 to 2 weeks of progress doing good, steadily going up, P&L, and then they'll blow the account. Okay? Blowing accounts, over trading. I feel like this all falls in the same category. So blowing accounts starts by first allowing a loss to make you upset, allowing a losing trade to make you upset. This is the biggest thing in my opinion. I think this is the reason why most people blow accounts. They'll win a day, they'll win 2 days, they'll win 3 days. They'll be $300-$400 away from passing it. They'll lose that trade, but they were so you get so caught up on that being the day. Like that has to be the day. This has to be the day that I finally pass my account. And you take a loss, and you're like, "What? No, I can't. No, I need a pass. I need a pass." And then you just keep trading and trading and trading and trading and trading and trading and trading. And next thing you know, you blow your account, right? And you kind of get onto this infinite cycle of like you buy an account, you buy a fresh account, you start building it up. You're doing good, you're moving it up, increasing, making a lot of money, right? Making a lot of money. And then you get like really close to passing, right? You're about to pass. And then boom, you just absolutely blow the account, right? And I think the reason this happens is because I think one of the biggest ones is setting a time limit. I don't think you should do this at all. I think you should remove this from your mentality. You should be in a mental state of you're not working based off time. You're going to continue to work until it happens. You don't really care when it happens. You're just going to put in the work daily to get there, right? And how can you lock this in, right? How can you do this? Well, I would say the first thing you should do is set up systems, right? To keep you in check, right? So specifically, I do one trade. There's a lot of software out there, and there's a lot of funded accounts, especially when you're first starting off. Like Top Step, every single account now has risk management rules. So just set what I would do is whatever you're willing to risk every day, depending on whatever you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be slightly higher risk on them or whatever, depending on your situation and scenario, where you are as a trader. If you've never gotten a payout before, I recommend 400 to 500 and give yourself 4 to 6 losses in a row, anywhere around there. Any more than that, you're honestly just wasting too much time. They're pretty cheap. And if you just have a simple job, you can afford, to buy 3 accounts a week. So but I would only recommend buying like one at a time until you get your first payout. But let's just go over the systems here. Let's not get sidetracked. So systems, I would have one trade. I would set risk manage, like auto lockout. This is going to help you extremely well in the beginning. This will automatically close your account. You can't take any more trades after one trade. Win, loss, it automatically locks you out. You're done. You can't take any more trades, right? Until the next day. One trade, auto lockout. I mean, those alone is going to stop a lot of y'all from breaking stuff. And then also, you don't want to have another issue besides just like losing trades and blowing them is like FOMOing into trades, right? Like today, I could have had FOMO, and I would have actually took a loss today, and I'll show you that later. But you basically convince yourself that the trade is going to be like, you convince yourself that the trade cannot fail, and one of your parameters get hit, say like you wanted the 5-minute retrace before taking shorts, or you wanted this or that, whatever your strategy is, and you almost start removing it because price starts moving towards your DOL before giving you an entry, and then you FOMO in, and then price stops you out, taps the thing you were waiting for, and then goes in the direction, right? So FOMO can then lead. So say you FOMO in early, or just take a trade that really you're not even that confident in. You were only thinking about winning and you didn't realize risk, right? So that's going to be the next thing. Realize risk, right? Like, think of every single trade as a 50-50, right? If you think of every single trade as a coin toss, you're not going to be mad when you lose, okay? And then one more thing I would say is needs to feel super, or like needs to feel easy. Needs to feel easy, like stupid not to take the trade. Like the trade needs to feel so good that you would feel stupid not putting risk on the table, right? Like you need to be so confident in your trade that this is like you feel dumb. So how do you build confidence in yourself, right? First, back test on a software, like on a backtesting software, FX Replays. I think More Trades has one that he built. I've not tried it. I've used FX Replays, pretty good. So backtest like 3 to 6 months of data. Like you can do this in a couple weeks, depending on how many hours you put in. In my prime, I was putting in 6 hours every single day. 5 to 6 hours every single day. I was working. I was going to the gym. I was cooking food. I was grinding. I mean, I was doing cardio. I was doing it all. I was grinding. I was hunting. I was doing it all. And I was still able to put in that much time. If you truly want it, you can put in that time. Forward testing or just live data. You know, as you trade more live, you just, as long as you follow your rules and you don't break them, if you start doing stuff like this, like if you start taking more than one trade, FOMOing in, over risking, over leveraging, taking, setups that just don't make sense, full porting accounts, you're going to tank your confidence. Okay. And you don't want to do this. You want your confidence to go up. But confidence can be bad, right? Like you can have your confidence it's a double-edged sword, right? It can be good because you want confidence, not that, like, not in that you're going to win every day, but that you will follow your rules, right? So you want to build confidence in the system that you have at place, right? Trading is discretional. There is some form of discretional aspect of trading, and that kind of goes back to like this bottom one down here. Like the trade needs to feel stupidly easy. There's certain times where every single system of mine gets hit, but the trade does not look as good, and I can't really like give you like statistics on that, like, oh yeah, well when the breaking structure is 50 points instead of 20 points, or when the stop, like I can't give you statistical, like exact mathematical like examples. But as you continue to backtest live data and give it time for your brain, day trading is like a language, right? You can understand the language on a book level, right? On a strategy level, on a book level, but can you truly communicate with the locals on a fluent level? Like in English, like, you got slang and sayings and inside jokes and things that for someone that learned the English language would not understand what you're talking about because you have inside stuff. That's kind of what kind of happens. I feel like that's a good example of like kind of the next level to day trading is like when you're first starting, you just know like basic English. Like you can still bang out and catch banger trades, and you're going to be in the same trades as someone that knows slang, right? That's been in the market longer. But then there's going to be times when you're losing and they're winning because they've just literally put more time into the markets. And you need to understand this. But I think just purely off like following your system, not even being that crazy, like not even having that much market experience, honestly, 3 months live, 3 months back tested, like 3 to 6 months of back tested data, which could take you like a week, 3 to 6 months like staring at the markets, I think you can be profitable even without knowing all the slang. You're just going to literally, your win rates are going to get better. All you need is a 50% win rate and over a 1R. to be profitable, to make money, right? This is the best for prop firms, but like it can still work. You just have to risk it accordingly. Give yourself 5 trades to lose, and this should work. You know, like you statistically should be able to make money, right? So let's break this down more. So live data, back testing, and then just like not breaking rules. So like when you break your rules, it's gonna feel as if like you've literally sinned. Like it feels, I would say, pretty dang equivalent because you're going against your truest self, right? Another way to build confidence is in daily life. Like, are you disciplined? Are you doing what you need to? Are you going to the gym? Are you treating your body properly? Are you working out? Are you doing everything you can every single day to get better? Are you reading your Bible? Are you staying in your word? Are you learning more about yourself in like on a like spiritual level? Like you need to, through day trading, like I learned more about myself than anything, and it built me into a more disciplined person. And then on top of this, in the other aspects of your life, are you saying things that you're gonna do and you don't do them? Down to the simplest detail. I really truly believe that it affects your day trading. Like if you're someone saying, oh, I'm going to get this done today, but you don't get it done, or, oh, I'm going to wake up at this time, but you don't wake up at this time. You can't even you can't even put your clothes up, can't even do anything, you know. How do you expect to be able to handle your emotions when you have thousands of dollars on the line? It's just, you know, so put these systems in, right? Like understanding you can lose every trade. Set the auto lock in the beginning. Only take one trade, right? Do not enter a trade if you do not have whatever your strategy is. Like if it's not filling your boxes, then don't do that yet, especially in the beginning. Once you get a little more discretional, sure, but honestly, you could probably tell me at least 3 things on why you enter that trade. The trade needs to feel dumb obvious. I wouldn't take the trade unless you're like, I don't really see how this wouldn't play out. Then if you lose, so be it. It happens. It's part of the statistic. Get off of the day. The outcome of trading is either a win or a loss. That's it. You either win money or you lose money. That's it. So keep it simple like this. Do this for a long enough period of time. I truly believe anyone can become profitable in under 6 months. And I'm going to prove this, right? So my friend that I am helping coach through this, right? I've put him on, you know, strategy-wise and stuff like that. He has the knowledge now. Really what he's building now is that slaying aspect, right? That discretionary sauce, you know, like when I just see things and I'm like, okay, I've seen this before. I see how market just like sometimes like literally I fade a 1 minute break of structure because I know price is probably going to tap back, sweep it again, and then break in my direction. So like it's just weird things like that you can pick up over time. And I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to be making money in under 6 months. He will get his first payout in under 6 months. And if y'all listen to me, you can do the same, right? And especially once I open this Discord, I'm going to go in depth with y'all. I'm going to be there with you. I'm going to try to keep you accountable the best I can. I think that's the biggest thing because I'm helping lock this in. If you can lock in your systems to where you're only taking one trade, you're not over risking, you're not over leveraging, you're not doing ultra stupid mistakes, right? You're just taking your one trade, win or loss. That's it, right? And like, say you do blow your account. Who cares, bro? You're building what's actually going to keep you profitable in the long run, what's actually going to make it to where you make money. Right? Your trading's only going to get better as time goes on. You're only going to see more in market and you're going to just learn more about your strategy and more when it plays out, when it doesn't play out, what's better setup, what's even, you know, I don't like saying like, oh, that was an A+ setup. I don't like that terminology. I don't like terminology of rating setups because you build this thought in your mind that it's going to play out because it's A+. That's not what happens. The market does whatever it wants, whenever it wants. We don't control it. We're just trying to, you know, catch some crumbs. But these crumbs, guys, are millions, billions. You can make insane amount of money doing this. You can retire everyone in your family. It's absolutely insane, right? But you first have to lock in the system. It's kind of like working out. Like you expect muscle gain after one day of working out. Working out is just showing up every single day, doing the things that you know must be done for a long enough period of time, and then you just reap the rewards. It's the same with day trading. It's the same with any skill, to be honest. You show up, you do the things required, the systems. You don't break the systems. You stick to them, and then the discretionary / your strategy getting better is just going to happen over time. You're constantly improving. I'm improving every single day I trade, especially when I make these videos and I go over my trades. It makes me better every single day. So, guys, this is the mental note you need to take. This is the thing you need to have. Do not set a time limit. That is the number one killer. I set a time limit, and it caused me to blow a ton of accounts. And then as soon as I changed my time limit, I said, you know what? Who cares? I'm going to just show up every day, work my absolute ass off, continue putting in the work, continue following my systems, continuing to backtest to better my strategy, to better my confidence in my trading. And I'm like, okay, the system works. I have proof of it through the backtesting. System works. System works. I just have to trust it on the live. And then now I've been literally profitable for 8 months. I've been consistently trading every single day for 8 months. And statistically, I'm up. I have like a high 60, low 70% win rate, 2 RR average. Absolutely insane. Extremely grateful to be here. It took me 3 years. But the reason it took me so long is because I could not lock in my systems. So I couldn't even really learn from the live data because my systems were so trash. I didn't even trust what I was trading. But if you lock in your systems, you're just going to fast forward time extremely. But like I said, I'm going to show y'all his trading once he gets his first payout. And I'll show you like some of the trades he's taken. And also once I start the Discord, I'll probably have him as like a guest speaker to talk to y'all too as well. So I think that's going to be a pretty cool aspect because he's literally as fresh as it comes to it. So I think that would be like a cool little twist. But so let me just show y'all a little bit of today. If y'all want to stay for this part, I'm just going to go over why I took no trades today and kind of what I was seeing in the market. Do a little market analysis for today. It was a Friday, and Fridays, just in general, really, they either play out one DOL and then like expand, or they manipulate quickly and then expand to a DOL. But like, honestly, it was a very, as you can see, choppy day. But let's go over this real quick. So just going on the higher time frame first, just go to the 4 hour here. Market open. Ooh, let me do this. Wait, let's do this 5 minute. Let's do this on the 5 minute. Okay, 5 minute replay mode. That's actually kind of cool. So what I was seeing here, we had all-time highs here on NQ. Which, shoot, the replay is off a little bit, but I was like, okay, that's a good draw. But what I also saw was all this low resistance resting lows here. And then so I'm like, okay, and then I went in there and I was like, okay, what are the strong draws within that? And that's London low. And then we had Asia low here. And then we also have, this gap all the way down here, which I had marked out, as just like a crazy super banger. But we failed to take it twice. That's why yesterday I took longs. Right? So then we're pushing up. We're near all-time highs. But this is a huge... we got monster 1 hour gaps in here. So, I like this low getting taken today. Right? I like shorts. Especially when right off rip we tapped into all-time. I was like, okay, I like shorts. Let's go down to the 1 minute here. And just kind of show you what happens. So I was looking for shorts. Oh, what did I do? Let's go back. Right here, this one. I like this. We're pushing up all-time highs. And then also another thing, guys, all-time highs, like once you're above here, which obviously you can use the Fibonacci, as in like you mark out this. If you're saying this was the manipulation leg to then go higher, like normally the 1, it hits the 1.5 and then 2, like these are good levels. So let's just mark these out for y'all. 1.5 and then 2. Bang, right? Pushing up. Okay, we hit the 1.5. And then also what makes this 1.5 good as well is that it was at the 500. So like it also is attracted to those, just good numbers like 30,500, 30,600, like those clean numbers. Let's see if we hit the second one. Okay, this is when we start breaking structure. So we break structure on the 1 minute, which I was watching this right here. We break structure. But this is what I was thinking. So when this started breaking structure, I'm like, okay, I can't just short all-time highs off of 1 minute breaking structure. I would like to see first the 5 minute inverse of these, and then I was wanting it to come back into it. So I was wanting price to come down, break it, tap back into it, and then go lower, right? That is what I was thinking. And I would want first at least London and then Asia. That's what I was thinking. So we keep fast forwarding here. Price then closes beneath it. So we get a break. We get the smallest tap into it. But the reason I didn't take this is this break of structure right here would have been diabolical. Right there, this would have been the entry if I took it. Which I just didn't like how it didn't really, because inside of here there was two fair value gaps, and like we didn't even tap those. So in my mind, I didn't like it as much. I wanted to tap a little bit higher into there. I wanted at least like the 50%. I wanted like some good retracement in there. And at this point, we already played out 930 lows. And as you can see, it was already so late in the market open. Normally I'm done by, 10 o'clock. Normally I'm in a trade around here. And price was this late into the session. And then we inverse back up. And then we just flood the face. Without, like if this would have swept out this low here. If we would have swept out this high and then displaced, I would have entered that towards that low. But thank goodness it didn't, because if you look at price, guys, let's end this. We never took out that low. Let's remark it. We never took out London low. So glad I didn't take that trade, but that was kind of my reasoning. That's kind of what I was wanting. I was wanting that to get swept out first and then go lower. But yeah, guys, that's the trading day for today. It was choppy. I'm gonna get pretty nasty next week. I'm hoping to do really well, up my risk on my live account, so we should be able to make a good portion. Requested 1,700 this week. That's how much I was up on my live, so putting that in my pocket, which is nice. And the prop firms are stacking right now to get into a juicy position to get some big payouts. So like in a week or two, I should be able to take out like $30,000 to $40,000 from my prop firms, which will be amazing. And then I want to start building my live and stacking it up to where I can trade on my live, anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 risk every single day. So that's the game plan moving forward. That's what I'm doing with the scaling. Thank y'all for watching this video. Hopefully this helps y'all with your psychology and your mental. And just, keep it simple, keep it smooth, and just continue to follow your systems and follow your rules, and you will succeed. Y'all have a good one.